Hi, it's Friday the 26th of September 2025 and welcome to this week's My Thoughts vlog. Welcome to my van. I'm in Liverpool, dropping mum off at an appointment, so I thought I'd take the time while I'm waiting for her to record one of these. I don't like the camera angle really, if I'm honest. The camera's a bit too low, but it is what it is. So what's been happening this week? I'm sure many of you saw that we were on BBC Breakfast Wednesday at 8:30 in the morning. We were only supposed to get 30 minutes, but they kind of overran and gave us 45 due to the fact that what we were saying was probably quite good telly. It was an amazing experience to be involved in something like that, and hats off to the BBC. They really looked after us. I had Sashi with me as well. They looked after him. He drank an awful lot of milk. But the message went out loud and clear to Kia. He's got to meet us. So let's see what happens with that. We've had some good responses. But for me, one of the important things of being asked to do something like that is it shows we're doing the right thing. It shows that Lab Rats is making connections and is being heard. It shows that we've got an audience with the public. It shows that hopefully people in the positions of power are listening or are watching us to see what's going on, because if we weren't being taken seriously, there is no way we'd have been given that slot. I mean, 8:30, BBC One, breakfast. You cannot get a better slot than that in the morning, can you? I mean, think of how many people were watching. The audience would have been massive. And we know, because we've had messages from the BBC, that it did generate a lot of response from the audience to them. And it was all things like, they'd never heard of this before, it's a scandal, I've never written to the BBC but felt moved. So yeah, it was a fantastic thing to have done, and it was me and Alan and a number of veterans just talking about our campaign and going through some of our experiences and what we wanted. And like I say, one of the main threads that we pushed was Kia, meet us. I mean, Alan and I are in conference next week, Labour Party conference, so perfect opportunity. Don't even have to travel. But yeah, that was amazing. Really, really pleased and privileged to have done that. And it's a privilege to represent the descendants and the wider Lab Rats community, because descendants can, I guess, feel a bit forgotten, as can the wives and the indigenous folk. There's a lot of thought, I think, in government around the fact that the veterans are a dwindling number, and that will, in essence, the problem will dwindle too. But that is not the case, as we know. Us descendants are going to be here for decades, and generation after generation is going to come along with health conditions. They're the people that we need to sort out. And the government are being naive to that fact. They're burying their head in the sand, and they're the ones we need to get to. So Alan and I are going to continue, and we hope many other descendants will continue the fight, and we know that they are out there and they are going to continue the fight. So let's not, mess about with this any longer, government. Let's get this sorted. Talk to us. We're here. And hopefully doing the BBC is going to get that message to them, because it needs to be heard. But on a lighter note, and this is a good note, I have some news. I can't remember whether I've shared this with you or not yet, but I'm going to be a dad again. Yeah. My wife is expecting a baby, and I am over the moon. It's the best news ever, because we always wanted 2 kids, and I think for Sasha to have a brother or sister is gonna mean the world to her. I mean, I had a sister. My wife has got a sister and 2 brothers, so we come from that kind of family where brothers and sisters are a thing, and we know what that's like. So it would be great to replicate that for Sasha. He's really looking forward to it. He's convinced it's going to be a girl, but we don't know. But I just wanted to the reason I mentioned it on here particularly is because as a descendant, and anyone in our community will tell you this, veteran or descendant, that when a baby is announced in our community, then you know there are feelings of anxiety and concern about health problems within that family, and you know that there are worries for that particular baby. And yeah, I got those worries too. I did with Sasha, and I have with this child. But I'm learning ways to cope with it. And the best way, I think, at the moment for me is to take those thoughts of what if, and, push them aside, because I don't know what the future is. I'm not clairvoyant. What will be, will be. I can't affect that by worrying. Worrying's not going to help. It's not going to change anything. So what I need to do instead is focus on the here and now. Focus on what I do know. And what I do know is, because we've had a scan thing, is that the baby is fine. All the measurements are good. Everything looks like it's stuck in the right place. And it's all positive. Gina's blood work is on point, perfect. Risk factors are really low. So it's all good. And we even went to see the midwife, and had, where they do the listen to the heartbeat, and that sounds fine as well. So yeah, I mean, midwife says everything was fine. The other scan thing, the babyographer, said that everything was good. So everything is pointing in the right direction. Everything's positive, and everything is good. That's the focus. That's the way I'm thinking now. And yeah, until I find out anything different, that's how it's going to be. So I just wanted to share that with you, because I understand completely what descendants and veterans go through when a baby is announced into the family. I know that's pretty much the first thought that goes through your head. What if those nuclear bullets find a new target? And it is a worry, but there are ways of thinking, there are ways of coping. And if it does happen, there's a community out there that will wrap its arms around you. I know there is, because it's done so for us. So I'm happy. My wife's happy. Sasha's really happy. And that's the main thing, really, isn't it? So it's all good news. Yeah, it's good. Anyway, if you wanted to watch the BBC thing, go onto one of my social media profiles. You'll find it there somewhere. It's, I think, 45 minutes long. So if you find a video on there, it's on there. It's definitely on my YouTube, as is the follow-up from the next day, where they played clips from Wednesday, and they interviewed Tan Desi, who is the chair of the Defence Select Committee, and they asked him about us. And yeah, it was interesting what he said. He's going to keep pushing for us. So yeah, like I say, it's all over my socials. Have a look. Be really interested in your comments. What I really want as well is ask me some questions. I'd love to be able to answer them for you in here. I will be honest, unless they're, pretty naughty questions, I might not answer them. But yeah, anything you want to know, anything about my life, being a descendant, or even just something stupid, I'm prepared to answer. It's a bit of light-hearted fun, wouldn't go amiss either. But yeah, I'd love some questions, so just put them in a comment, or contact me however you can, and yeah, I will definitely answer them. Anyway, weather's lovely. Hopefully Mum won't be too much longer and I can get back home. And until then, thanks for listening. It's been a pleasure. And hopefully I will see you all next week. And in the meantime, take care. See ya.